All right. So we are going to start with Morgan. Morgan is a wizard who has never left the Isle of Truespire. And due to some circumstances that y'all may learn at some point in the future, he is now leaving the island of Truespire, and he arrives on the main continent. And at some point during his journeys, he feels a racking pain to the back of his head and blacks out.
Well, time to roll up a new character.
Yeah, you're dead. Y'all lose. Game over. So, do you all see a barracks room now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so the rest of you have for some time been here, and as you're in your barracks room, a new person is shoved into the room. And so what is going on? And Morgan, you're going to get the speech from Tiny. He is one of the guards who just brutally tossed you into the room. You're now slaves in our camp. You will mine for your meals, or you will be severely beaten. Tomorrow morning, it's back to work for all of you, and your first day of work, Morgan.
So all the rest of us are in here.
Yes, all the rest of you have been here, and y'all have all been working the slave mines, mining coal in the nearby mountains.
Working at a coal mine, going downtown.
Yes, working in the mine, having all that fun. You get your meals based on the weight of the coal you produce each day.
Oh god, I'm screwed then.
Oh yeah, high strength.
Great.
Yes. So y'all are all provided your nightly meals, and they go ahead and let Morgan have a meal even though he hasn't earned anything. It's meager rations of gruel.
I don't eat it. That's disgusting.
Okay. Yes, it is very disgusting. It looks like it's probably made from frog guts.
You're not gonna eat that?
No.
So
All right.
You all know that it is now dusk, and y'all have got the rest of the evening. So what would you like to do?
I go over to Morgan and introduce myself. Welcome to camp. I'm Sulchi.
Hi. I'm just like petrified. Like nothing. Blank stare.
These camp counselors suck.
Where are we?
Are we the only ones here?
Yeah, I think that was aimed at you.
Yes.
Does anyone know where we are? I just blacked out.
You didn't black out, you were shanghaied. Somebody smacked you in the back of the head with a blunt object and tossed you in a cart.
That would explain the headache.
I'm gonna do lay on hands on Morgan.
Thank you.
I was gonna have to look at it, but since he's taking care of it, no problem.
So, do we have all our gear? Like, what's our gear situation?
Right now, you find yourself in plain clothing with no weapons.
It's outrageous. I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, and the tokens I found are very horrible. So yes, if each of you wants to find a good token that will represent your character, that would be far preferable to the really crappy ones that I'm starting you with.
Your homework next week is to find a better token.
Yes, that is your assignment for the day.
So, like I said, are we the only ones here, or are there other?
In this barracks, you are the only prisoners present at this time.
So why am I a prisoner though? I mean, I imagine it's because I do crimes, but I don't know if there's like a legitimate punishment or just being kidnapped.
You were kidnapped by slavers and are now a slave in their camp for no reason other than because you were in a bad place at a bad time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I'm quite upset by this.
You should be. I appreciate you being upset.
How long have we been here?
The longest of you, who, since you asked, I'll make it you, have been here about 3 months.
So we kind of know each other except for new guy.
Yes, except for the new guy, you all know each other to varying degrees.
So, seeing as nobody else is doing anything but taking care of New Boy, which I'm definitely not, I would reckon that Lucky Crad is still sort of like either makeshifting him a shiv or looking for something he can use to try and unlock the doors with.
Oh yes, and I should tell you, you are all shackled, feet and wrists.
Do we
So,
work
like-
this way?
So, but I can still look for a
Yes,
makeshift
yes, you can absolutely look for anything to make a pick or other device to attempt to get yourself free.
I do this. I don't know how to do it, but I do this.
I go stretch out in my bed.
As far as the tokens go, by the way, if you right-click on them, you can attribute them to certain people as well. That way
Yeah.
we can control them.
Yes, that is where I was headed next, is to figure out how to do that. So right click, edit, controlled by Mala.
So we shackled together, or just like
No,
legs on a-
each are shackled individually, and during the course of the day when you're out working the mines, your wrists will be unshackled, but your legs remain shackled. So no running away.
Kind of try to find a comfortable position against the bed as best I can, and just kind of look each of them over slowly.
How are the beds and tables constructed? Are they like just wood and hay, or is there nails in there somewhere I can pull out?
They are crudely constructed wood frames that are nailed together. The tables are also fairly shoddily constructed. The chairs are actually halfway decent, except for the benches.
Okay. I'll find like the shoddiest looking one, and I'll try and I'd definitely like to try and extract some nails out of it.
Which one are you?
The shoddiest piece of furniture, which I imagine is the beds.
Yes, that would be any of the beds. So you find as you try rocking the frames back and forth, one of the nail heads kind of starts to work loose and expose.
Specific, or can I just like extract it myself?
I think you could work it through free just by rocking the bed, and you managed to pull a nail out.
Cool. So that's one. Let's see how many more I can find. I'll probably be doing this like most of the time I've been here.
I swat him away from my bed.
Right, it's for the greater good, girl.
Also, I posted an image in the Dungeons and Dragons channel too.
Oh, that would make a terrible token.
Well, it needs to. I need to get rid of the white background.
Well, what tends to make good tokens is what like them being in square format.
Oh, okay.
Because like
Yeah.
because of
Ew,
that,
that
and then
makes
you get
sense.
squished and look like a little you look like a little link.
Okay, I'll find a
Oh, cool,
different one.
Stormy. Just
Wow.
just little female Artesio.
Kinda, yeah. Who do you think her brother is?
Steve from accounting.
Yes.
Okay, you were here, but now you're gone, Kahlua.
Uh-oh.
So how do we move our tokens?
So once I give you control of it, then you will be able to grab it and drag it around.
Oh, okay.
Are you... Do I need to do something to put her on? Oh, there's little...
Okay, who else has come up with one? You want to use your paladin, Alex?
What's up? Oh, I'll find a square one.
Okay.
Seriously.
Well, I'm playing too. So
How's that look for you, Alex? The one I just posted.
Let me see. I'll keep looking around.
Hmm.
since the new guy's not eating his dinner, I'm gonna go and eat it for him.
Okay. Crad, you have managed to amass a collection of about 20 nails now.
Wonderful. I think that should definitely be enough. I'll just go about my business, like looking for. I'll probably use like the sturdy chairs or something, but trying to discreetly bend them in certain ways that I think that the locks would work.
Has he been taking these all over the same bed?
About to say, is
No,
there
I
bed
I
in
would
pieces over there?
imagine diversify, mostly because I don't want one bed just completely be disheveled, and they think, oh, he's definitely stealing nails. Like, no, a bed's missing a nail, that bed's missing a nail, but they just like, oh, well, the bed's old. Hence why I chose like the most dilapidated piece of furniture.
So they are all now even more crappily dilapidated.
Aside from Alex's, because he slapped me away.
Thank you.
Okay, so who does not have a token yet? Morgan,
I think I
Crad,
don't- yeah, I'm looking for one.
I
Kahlua.
that's a funny one. Or rather, I found one, but I have to remove the watermark because I'm a terrible person.
I think I found one too. I need to Photoshop the background out. Are there like descriptions of each character, or are we just gonna kind of role play seeing each other?
So since y'all have not really met each other, you don't really have a lot of backstory on each other yet. I think over time you will probably get to know each other. And of course, if you choose to read the backstory that develops in the compendium Google document, then you might know more about the character as a human than they know about each other.
Right. What about just like physical appearances? Is that listed out somewhere?
I don't know that anyone's physical appearance has actually made it into the almanac yet. Would you like to each briefly describe yourselves?
Sure. Krad is a frog.
Looks exactly like his icon.
Yeah, that was pretty
Actually,
easy.
that's why I chose this icon, because it looks exactly like him. He's a very chubby, greasy-looking, shifty-eyed frog. Like, always looks like he's got something on his mind, some kind of scam going. He's like surprisingly dexterous for the body shape he has. Always looks kind of greasy, slimy, even though he's not usually. The top hat is also canon. Get her.
Okay. Leyland, what do you look like?
Leyland's about 3 feet tall. Right now, he's not really wearing his leathers or his hat, so he's got the typical halfling curly dark hair. Not sure if it's black or just a really dark brown, or it's just really dirty from all the frickin' coal we've been digging. He's fairly wiry. Seems to be pretty comfortable with using shovel and digging into the ground with it.
Yeah, too bad the dwarf's not here. He could outproduce you all.
This is a shovel.
And Solchi, tell us about yourself.
About average height, brown hair, tan skin from working in the farm. Yeah, I'm human, of course, brown hair. Anything else?
Yeah, without armor, that's pretty much it right now.
Yeah, you're pretty kind of nondescript.
Yeah.
All the humans look alike anyway.
Racist.
Morgan?
So, I'm a human teenager. You guess 14, 15, somewhere in there. Pretty lightly built. Definitely not worked a lot in his life. Short brown hair. Pretty soft, basically. That's really it for now.
And Kahlua.
She's pretty short for an elf. She's got like waist length black hair and it has violet streaks in it. She has violet eyes. And she has pale skin that kind of has like a silvery hue to it. And she's curvy, but that's kind of.
And she's what?
She's curvy.
Oh. I don't think you can beat my curves, but okay.
Okay, so y'all have all had a bit of time to kind of acquaint yourself with each other and assess kind of your situation. So how are y'all going to proceed?
Has anyone even taken note of the fact that I'm trying to break out of this shit? Has anyone even helped me?
I feel like this is something you do almost every night, and we've just kind of gotten used to it.
So this is probably like attempt number 7 this month.
That's kind of how I was seeing it.
So you've got all these nails. What are you going to try to? What are you trying to accomplish with all these nails?
Well, now that I have the nails, I think I've probably been here pretty long too. So I've been keeping my ear to the door, listening to the footsteps, trying to track where people are going and what time the guards are moving. But now that I have the nails, because I didn't want to have that waiting by so they could search for it, I'm trying to bend them into shapes familiar to me for with lockpicks. And when nighttime comes around or something like that, when I know the guards aren't going to be listening attentively, I'm going to try and pick the locks of my cuffs.
Okay, so your assessment from listening at the door is it seems after they feed you at night, you typically hear very little activity outside. So you think the camp gets pretty quiet at night. Occasionally you hear some drunken bickering from the barracks that you know is next door to you. Because you've been outside and worked the mines, so you're aware that there are several barracks buildings in the camp, and you believe the guards live in one of them, and you've never seen anyone come or go from the other one.
Reckon goddamn.
Okay, and let's see, what would we look at here to?
Trap expert.
So,
oh, it tricks of the trade. That's what I can use to pick locks.
Yes, yeah, tricks of the trade is your trick.
So just go ahead and roll that.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead and roll your tricks of the trade roll.
Woo!
I'm super nervous when he's doing this. I'm like, they're gonna catch you. Stop it.
So you find when you take one of the nails and insert it into the lock, you can just instantly, as soon as you slide the nail in, you feel that these are very, very crude, simple locks. And even before you start fidgeting with it, that it's going to be a piece of cake. And sure enough, you flick the nail just slightly and click, you're unlocked.
Here's a question, and I might I'll go ahead and discern reality if I need to, but after kind of succeeding this once at least, do I think I can fashion the other nails into makeshift keys for other prisoners? Or us 4 or 5, the only people here?
I think you feel that just after, as soon as you stuck the nail in there, I mean, you feel like just almost sliding the nail in unlocked it almost by itself. So you feel like, yeah, it would be no problem to unlock every lock in this place.
So I'm looking for this more for the sake of well, here's the first question. Do I know us 4 and 5 are the only people here?
You have seen other groups of prisoners that you assume are in one of the other barracks buildings, but they bring you in and out on different shifts, so you don't know for sure where they are keeping the other group. But there's about 9 other prisoners in this camp.
Do I think I can bend the key, bend the nails in a certain way that they can easily unlock for people who aren't used to this? Easily, quote unquote.
Useless.
I believe anyone with any reasonable sense of dexterity could probably shove a nail in one of these locks and fidget it and pop one of them open.
So I think at this point, because I imagine if I'm doing this, they probably don't inspect us often enough. So I'll just unlock all my cuffs and just sort of lay in the bed loungingly. The one bed that I didn't take nails out of, I probably put nails back into it.
Okay, so yeah, you have no difficulty unlocking your leg manacles either, so you are free.
So I'm just gonna lounge on the bed, look at everybody else, and go, so what's your plan of escape, huh? Rivet.
right, so what's everyone else going to do? The frog's obviously not planning to help you out.
All right. Well, if he's getting himself out, I'm gonna see if I can. How well made are my manacles?
Just looking at them, they look very crudely made. They look like they were made by. You did a little bit of blacksmithing work, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you can tell just by looking at them that they were made by a very novice blacksmith. You feel that they are very poorly made. There's no uniformity to the design. They're very poorly hammered, and they're rusted in places.
I'm gonna break them off.
Were you just gonna try to just flex out of them?
Just find like a bedpost or something and see if I can shatter them against it.
Okay.
Use one of the nice chairs.
So you go up to
Nice chair.
So you go up to one of the bedposts and you take your wrist manacles and put them around.
What's the wall made out of?
I can already see the bed falling apart when he pulls on it.
That's exactly. I'm gonna find this hardest thing in the building and try to bash it against it.
That would probably be the bedpost. The bedposts are like 6x6
Okay.
rough-hewn square timbers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to break them on that.
Okay, so you go up and let's see. What are we going to try here? We're just going to say you go up and wrap them around the bedpost and just give a good yank, and you feel it give, and you think with just a few tries you could break them.
Do I need to do any roll for that?
No, we're not even going to roll for it. We're just going to say you can feel them giving, and you know they're easily going to break if you keep abusing them.
Whoa there. Now that I don't appreciate a good... well, actually, that's my thought. Hold on. Now that I don't appreciate a good feat of strength or whatnot, but I don't think you're going to be able to hide that once you're out. Do you even have a plan?
I figured I would just hit people until they gave me a plan.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
So you take a second swing at them, and they just pop right off your wrists.
Nice.
So your hands are free now. Your legs are still manacled.
If you guys are going, I'll go with you. But we're gonna get caught. I know it.
Don't you worry about that. Old Crad's already thinking up a plan.
Oh, joy.
I won't be much use without my staff, but once we find that, I could help with some magic, maybe?
Can you actually not cast magic without the staff? Aren't you
No.
Aren't you the pyro mage?
I'm a wizard. If you guys don't know that yet.
I could have super used the pyro mage, okay. So, here's what I'm looking to do. These guards are probably the worst spark guards ever in the world. This is gonna kill me. Hold on, I'm just gonna talk normally for a bit.
Oh, man.
Bad, as I'm hearing. I think we could probably... The two plans I have is we could probably break out tonight, quietly sneak out, set up a huge distraction, and either escape ourselves, maybe free some of the other slaves if we can to create more of a better chance, because more people means more people other than me to get shot at. Alternatively, we could wait till the morning. I can distribute the keys and have everybody break out for the next night all at the same time.
We need to get everybody out.
Well, I do like accumulating myself for quite a bit of debt. think it would be pretty useful to have some former slaves under my thumb.
I do wish we had discussed this plan before I broke my manacles off.
I asked you if you had a plan. I didn't ask you to break your shit. This is why Lucky Crad here is why I'm usually the boss, and your type just tries to do what you need to. I'm be chugging water all night. Out.
What do we know about the layout of the camp outside of our own cabin?
So your experience, of course, Morgan has not seen this because he was just barely coming to consciousness as he was shoved into the room. But the rest of y'all have been out and gone to the mines. There are 3 barracks side by side, a couple of campfires out in front, and then the camp is basically in a clearing within a circlet of mountains, and there's a ocean shore nearby that you can see from the camp. Typically, you've never seen more than 4 or